Welcome everyone, my name is Vermillion TheBlood and we are back with more anime nights. And guess what? Anime nights is actually pre-recorded at night. And that is Twitter. VTB696 is the name. Follow me on Twitter. Hashtag PokeGang. Yes, PokeGang. I want to know how many people are actually watching me, how many people are going to subscribe to me, and how many people are really down with me. Because the video I put out last night, yes, last night, hit a pretty good number, even though I just released it like not too long ago. And Twitter is off the freaking hook right now, man. Retweeting for support, not to win. Oh yeah, Twitter stuff, yeah, because people. Anyway, the anime for tonight and for the topic is a pretty special one. But to me, in one way, and to you guys, probably a whole different reason. Faith Stay Nights, the franchise. Oh my god, right? Yes. Faith Stay Nights. What is Faith Stay Nights? Well, handy dandy notebook of technology. Faith Stay Nights is a visual novel developed by Type Moon. Type Moon made plenty of you've probably seen a couple of animes or shows made by Type Moon, basically games, but visual novels. It's basically adult type games they develop. The one of the most familiar in the whole franchise that's kind of correlate would probably be the vampire one that I can't really remember. And no, not Vampire Night. No, not Twilight. No, not what you're thinking. I'm thinking of Tetsuma or Tets. I'm saying it wrong. But that's for another day. I'm probably gonna talk about that anime too. But basically, it's about a guy who can only see, he sees the line of death, and when he cuts the lines, they break. And the girl, the main heroine, is a vampire. Anyway, Type Moon made the game, developed the game at least, developed the game. But from the whole franchise of itself, what is Faith Stay Nights? Well, it would be an insult to the whole show to just talk about Faith Stay Nights, because you have to go back to the prequel. Yes, the prequel. Faith Stay Nights is the sequel. Faith Stay Zero. Twitter. VTV696. Little B. Base God. Follow me. He's a pretty cool guy. Very cool guy. And I'm serious about that. He actually did follow me. Anyway, um, getting off the topic. Faith Stay Night Zeros. What is Faith Stay Nights? I keep saying it over and over and over again. Faith Stay Nights is a series about the Holy Grail Wars. Grail Wars. Where warriors fight to get their wish granted. And for whatever time period, from the future, past, present, they all come together, and it's a continuous cycle of cycles. But the prequel set it all off. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into the prequel, because the prequel main character leads to being the foster father or stepfather for the main character, Shiro Emiya, while his father, let me look that up. I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. I'm trying not to hold you guys up all night. But I want to thank you guys for watching the last video, because I did not expect the views to just hit that quick, to be honest. But for me or not, it was pretty interesting. And yes, all Faith Stay Nights are tragic in some ways, but they do have that romance. It depends, but I'll get to that in a second. The main character of Faith Stay Night Zero is also named as Emiya. He had a past where he was on an island. He grew up. His father was experimenting. He was experimenting on a thing on it He was experimenting on a project to bring things back to life, but due to one of his assistants being more curious than he was, an outbreak on the island happened, and his father tried to get away because he knew what he was doing, but he kept it pretty. He was pretty naive when he had people helping him. So Emiya killed his father, and he ended up running away with the one lady that becomes his foster mother, and they became assassins, and he had to exterminate her because the same kind of incident happened again. So he kind of had a trouble past where he just had to do things because it was right more than just for himself. But because of that, we get to the second half, the prequel. I mean, the sequel, Faith Stay Nights. Shiro Emiya is the main character. I did not want to spoil it for you guys. That's just this. I'm just going to skip to this prequel. Shiro Emiya, he's the main character. He goes to school. He was not taught to be a mage. He was taught in one thing he messed around with magic, but he was not taught to be a mage, which is an insult to all mages who people who join into the Holy Grail Wars, because their skills and everything are passed down to them by lineage to lineage. But the other Emiya, his stepfather, kept that away from him due to what happened to him in his past. And y'all will know if you watch Faith Stay Nights before you watch Faith Stay Zero before you watch Faith Stay Nights. So he died and kept all the mage stuff and everything to himself. But why got Faith Stay Nights so interesting to me? Well, it's because Shiro Emiya, or at least in this show, they're routes. Yes, routes. Flags, triggers, things in those H games that you play, those genshis. Yeah, I'm talking to you. There's routes. The first half is the stereotypical harem. Emiya is the winner. He gets the girls. He got the girls living at his house. He's balling. He's cool. He's got Saber, which is his warrior. She's a knight. She's based on Lord Arthur, but she's forgot her name. But she's based off of Van Dark. Is that thing I'm saying? I know I'm saying it wrong. I know I am. That's the whole point of this iPad. I just didn't want these to get too long. But basically, Saber, she was part of Faith Stay Nights and Faith Stay Zero as well, because she was his stepfather. Her true name is King Arthur. She had her Noble Phantasm, which is the weapon that she used. You learn more about that if you watch the show, which is their secret move. But due to that being their secret move, it explains who they really are. So you got to be careful when you launch your Noble Phantasm. Anyway, the routes, because there's Faith Stay Nights, the harem, basically typical, basically typical type anime, and then you got Faith Stay Nights Unlimited Blade Works. But why do they correlate? Well, in Faith Stay Nights, they didn't tell you too much about Ren's. Yes, Ren is a girl that was end up living with, but not like that. At least not yet. Because in Faith Stay Nights, the first one, Shiro was falling in love with Saber. See, in the routes, it's a different girl. It's a different girl, basically. The third girl, I'm gonna let you guys figure that out, and do some research on that. But I'm just gonna talk about the two routes that are already available to you if you watch the show. Unlimited Blade Works. He falls in love with Ren. She's a mage as well. She's from a well-established family. You know, pretty much kind of the wealthy girl. She has high standard pride for herself. She takes everything she do pretty seriously. So you can't just tell her too much that she don't really know. But Archer, and Archer is very special from every other warrior. And you guys will have to figure that out if you watch the show. Twitter, VTB696. Getting off track. Twitter. Crash your Twitter. But basically, Archer is actually Shiro Emiya from the future. Yeah, spoiler. I had to tell you that. He's from the future, but in the original Fate Stay Nights, they hint that the two are kind of the same due to the way Archer treats Shiro, but they don't get too in depth. While in the second half, Unlimited Blade Works, it's all about that. So it's the routes that got me interested. One path is the stereotypical, oh yeah, Shiro, he's a winner, blah blah blah. You know, don't get too much into his past though. But you know, he's winning. He got girls living at his house, cooking for him. The Twitter, shut up, please. Thank you. You know. Wow, Unlimited Blade Work. You learn more about him. You know more about their past. It gets more in the art and the story just takes a total turn for the. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I fell in love after the 3 episodes. I thought it was just gonna be a complete cycle from but it wasn't, man. It wasn't at all. you just gotta watch it. But that's enough of my analytics towards everything, because this is not a review. This is things that got me interested, and I want to know what got you interested as well with the hashtag PokeGang. Well, follow me on Twitter, VTV696. I want you guys to subscribe. I want you guys to look forward to more. I want to thank you guys for the big support that you've given me to the next video. Anime nights are going to keep kicking it off more and more. And I'm probably going to add in a few lessons and stuff at the end of my weeks as well, as I did a video on that too. If you watch my older videos and everything, you know how we're just going to keep on growing, how things are just going to keep growing. I want you guys to also check me out on Twitch. Last night, actually, I'm breaking the fourth wall right now. But thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Twitter, VTP696. Ciao.